This is what it's like to stay at the Embassy Suites Washington D.C. Georgetown Hotel. In this video, I'm going to show you around the common areas of the hotel, the neighborhood around the hotel, and the inside of one of the rooms, a 2-bed suite up on the 6th floor. And if you are looking for a hotel in Washington, D.C. with lots of space that's good for you and the whole family, this is a good one. All right. Let's go. All right, first let's talk about where this hotel is located. If you were expecting it to be located in Georgetown, you would be wrong. It is located about a 12-minute walk from Georgetown proper, but don't let that deter you from staying here because there's a lot of nice hotels in the same neighborhood as the Embassy Suites. Just a block away, you'll find the Park Hyatt and the Fairmont and the Marriott. Lots of high-end, nice hotels. So the pro of this neighborhood is it's pretty quiet. It kind of has a nice DC residential feel. The con is that, well, it's not Georgetown, and B, it's also not really close to any metros. It's kind of equal distant to the Foggy Bottom or Dupont Circle Metro. Each one of those is a 12-minute walk away. Now, coming back to the hotel itself, the building itself is 9 stories. The first 6 floors are the Embassy Suites, and the top 3 floors are the District. More on that later. All parking at this hotel is self-parking for the price of $70 a day. There is a spot where you can stop in to check in and then go down into the parking garage, but now let's go ahead and head inside. As you come in the front revolving or opening doors, you come into the lobby. Check-in desks are over on the left. Just to the right of that, there's a little marketplace gift shop where you can get some snacks. And then just to the right of that, we have the traditional lobby kind of like lounge area. You'll find some computers you can use. The fitness center and the swimming pool we'll check out a little later over here on the right. But definitely the striking thing about this lobby is how it opens up into the big open atrium. You can see all of the guest rooms up there. That's how you get to them. No sticky hallways. There's some nice sun coming in through the skylights at the top. And then down here is the hotel's restaurant and also bar. Right now they're doing an evening reception every day from 5:30 to 7. They've got some snacks. Today it was like carrots and chips. Not amazing, but free for hotel guests, and every night you get 2 free complimentary alcoholic beverages. And then just to the left of where they had the carrot sticks for the evening reception is the breakfast buffet. They provide complimentary breakfast for all hotel guests in the morning, weekdays, and weekends, 7 to 10 or 10:30. Hot buffet, cold buffet, cook to order omelets. Overall, a really solid breakfast for something that's free to everyone. Now, just behind the breakfast buffet area, they have the District Hilton sales office. They've actually converted some of this hotel into like a timeshare type thing. So the upper floors of the hotel that are more gray is the District Hotel from floors 7, 8, 9, and then 6 and below is the Embassy Suites. Though, as far as I can tell from looking at the rooms on the outside, they're all the same size. I've not stayed in the District room, so we'll have to leave that to another review. All right, and back into that swimming pool, open from 6 a.m. to midnight, long hours. It's indoors, quite warm, quite humid in here, but great if you're here in cold weather and want to warm up. And just above the swimming pool on the 2nd floor, we find the fitness center. This is open 24 hours. It's got windows that looks out on the atrium, windows that look outside. They're frosted, so you can't really see, but it does let in light, which makes it cheerful in the daytime. Oh, and the elevators are pretty cool. They're glass elevators, or at least half-glass elevators, so as you are going up in the elevator, you can kind of watch and look at that atrium down below. I like it because it avoids that awkwardness of like standing around and being like, oh, what can we say? Instead, you can just turn out and look at the atrium as you get to your guest room floor. And if you love ice like I do, don't worry, they've got you covered with ice machines on a few of the guest room floors. And if you're going to be here a long time, you'll find guest laundry, $2 a wash, $2 a dry. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out the inside of one of the rooms. This is room 632, a 2-bed, 2-room suite on the 6th floor. All right, as we come in, first we come into the living room. We see there's a big 3-person sofa right there. We've got a nice ottoman. This is the window that looks out to the hallway. Honestly, this is a big Embassy Suites thing, and I don't terribly understand why you would ever want to open this window to look out to the hallway, but it is here, and for me, I'm going to keep that closed most of the time I am in the room. also in this living room, there is a television out here. We'll find one in the bedroom as well. And this kind of works out as a eating table or desk, but there's also another desk as we get back to the bedroom. You can get this one as a connecting room to the room next door. Right here we have a little sink area. Don't worry, this isn't the bathroom. There's a second sink. This is for the living room in case you're making drinks, want to wash your hands. Big mirror here that you can admire yourself. We've got an ice bucket and just cabinets to stow stuff underneath there. On the other side is the mini kitchen of sorts. There is a microwave, which is nice. We've got a coffee machine in here with our coffee fixins right there, coffee bean and tea leaf, some paper towels, and then down here we have a mini fridge. Not a mini bar, mini fridge, but good enough for you to store a few items to keep cold. I like that. Now coming into the bedroom part, which is separated by a door, then there's another door to go into the bathroom. Toilet here in the middle, sink, big countertop right here, big mirror up here. I will say though, I feel like this room, it's all nicely remodeled, and so is the bathroom, but the bathroom is small, and I feel like the bathtub is probably one thing that they kept original. This thing looks like it's been here for quite a long time. Just one fixed head up on the wall and some 0% soaps over there. We have a closet in here behind this door. There's a safe down at the bottom of the closet, ironing board, thing you can put your luggage on, 8-ish hangers, iron, extra bedding in case you want to turn that sofa into a bed. So this room can actually sleep, what, about 6. Okay, here are the beds. 2 double beds in the room. Okay sheets, not amazing, but a nice wood, dark wood headboard over there. We've got the little nightstand with the lamp over this way. On this side, we have the other flat panel television. Lots of drawers for you to put your stuff on. Place to put your luggage up here out of the way. And then underneath, just drawers, 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 drawers. And then this is what I mentioned as the second desk in the room. And there's like this interesting like half outlet power thing right here. That's a very weird power outlet. Another mirror up above it. And then the actual windows that go outside the room. This is not a great hotel for views because you're kind of just stuck in the middle of a lot of buildings. But this is looking down on N Street. All right, now that we've seen everything around the hotel and the inside of one of the rooms, it is time for my Topher review. And if you watch my hotel reviews regularly, you'll know I always rate things on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. Topher is my traveling panda that helps me review all of these hotels. And so this hotel, the Embassy Suites Washington D.C. Georgetown, is going to get 4 Tophers. All right, so now I'll talk about the pros and cons, why this hotel got 4 Tophers, why it didn't get 5 Tophers, and then answer the question of, is it worth it, and should you stay here or not? All right, so pros. First great thing about this hotel is the rooms are huge. Every room is a 2-room suite. There's no tiny rooms here, so you don't have to worry about getting shoved into a little corner thing. There aren't any. They're all big. And if you get the ones with 2 beds, it can sleep 6 people, so room for you and your whole traveling group. It is also nice that it's completely remodeled, so almost everything here is fresh and vibrant and sharp. I definitely had a good night's sleep in the room. The beds were comfortable, although not great. They're not the greatest sheets or pillows or things like that, but they were just fine. The air conditioning worked well. I enjoyed the breakfast, complimentary for all guests. I love the fact that they do the cook-to-order stuff, the omelets, the eggs, whatever you want, even foofy things like avocado toast on selection here. And while the location itself isn't amazing and that it's not near, like right next to any big tourist attractions, I do like this part of DC. It's very lively and vibrant at night. It's safe, so you can easily just kind of like walk around the restaurants in the neighborhood here, looking for something for dinner. There's also across the street like a Walgreens just down the block, so a lot of quick amenities, even a Trader Joe's a few blocks away if you need an actual supermarket. Okay, now before I go to the cons, I'm going to share one that I'm not sure whether it's a pro or con, but just something I want to talk about. And it is this atrium design for this hotel. I think you either love it or you hate it. To me, it feels a little bit like staying in the Borg cube. Like you watch people walk along these different levels. Like there's people walking along up there. I don't know if you can hear the chatter in the background, but like it can be pretty loud in here. There are a lot of like kids on like some tour group that are staying here, and as they kind of like shout on their hallway walking to their room, it is not limited to just the floor or the hallway or the section of the hotel they're staying in, but it is the whole hotel that hears them because of the way it's designed. So it's kind of neat because you get to see the whole hotel. It's airy when you have breakfast. You got 10 floors above you. That's neat. The hallways are not claustrophobic. It's open and airy. But if you're looking for something quiet and intimate and something where maybe you don't feel like people are watching you all the time, then maybe this design isn't for you. There's somebody up there bouncing like a beach ball on the way to their room. But you know what? It's not a secret that they're going to their room because I can see them right up that way. All right, so now let's go on to the cons. The first one is about the remodel here. And although it was remodeled and everything's new and fresh, there's clearly some things from this 1970s era hotel that they couldn't change all that much. First one is the bathroom is small. They didn't change the size of the bathroom. The water pressure, not super great. The toilet flush is kind of slow. And the toilet paper roll holder, it is like ridiculously low. I've never had a toilet paper roller so low. It's like you unroll the toilet paper and it just ends up right into the trash can. Super strange placement in that bathroom. I also think the parking situation needs to be called out, although I do love that it's self-parking. It's expensive, $70 a night here, where at the Hilton Garden Inn, just down the block, their overnight parking is $50 a night. So it's already highway robbery prices in D.C., but like extra highway robbery prices here at the Embassy Suites. Oh, and this one's just kind of a nitnoid nibble. I wish the windows actually opened. They don't open like at all, so you can't get any fresh air into the room. And the air conditioner, while it worked well, it didn't seem like I could just put the fan on to constant all night. The air conditioning would kind of like turn on and off as it cooled, which occasionally when the fan would turn off, the room would get stuffy, but it wasn't so stuffy that it stopped me from sleeping. And I was here in the summer in DC, which is pretty hot, and the air conditioning kept up pretty well. So now on to the question of, is this hotel worth it, and should you consider staying here? I see this hotel go for somewhere in the neighborhood of $200 to $400 for the rooms. I think if it's $200 to $300, I think those prices are reasonable. I think in the $400, it starts to get pretty expensive for what you get. Although, if you're here with a family of 6 and you're all eating free breakfast, well, maybe that works itself out for you. But I definitely thought this hotel was worth it in the $200 tier, particularly without a rental car, so I was able to save on that $70 a night parking fee. The question is, would I stay here again? I absolutely would. I'm a walker. I like to walk, and so while it's not near any immediate tourist attractions, you actually can walk to 15 minutes to Georgetown. You can walk 15 minutes to the Metro. You can walk up to Dupont Circle. You can walk up to the zoo if you're really feeling inclined to it. What is it? 2 miles away, something like that. Is that walkable? To some people, yes. To some people, no. If I wanted everything in my backyard, I would stay closer to the White House or closer to the Smithsonian Mall. I wouldn't stay in this neighborhood, but I like just the mix of shops and the niceness around here. And I like the vibrancy at nighttime. If you stay at some other things that are more in the residential downtown district of D.C., the business downtown district of D.C., at nighttime it gets pretty unlively because everybody who's working goes away. And here, because a lot of people live in this area and there's a lot of restaurants, it is lively all throughout the night. Well, fellow explorers, if your travels do bring you to DC, you might enjoy my Washington, D.C. travel guide right here with everything you want to see, do, and eat in the city. Or if you want to know more about the neighborhood of Georgetown, you might enjoy my walking tour through the big top attractions in Georgetown. You can check that out right here. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.